Hey everyone, I would like to talk to you a little bit about this new song of mine called Fall On Me. This is a very personal song. I wrote this song about my late grandfather, Vassilis, and I figured that it would be cool if I told you some fun facts about him before you guys listen to the song, because maybe you relate to it a bit more. Vassilis was a family man, he was a barber. He'd always be very adamant that he would cut my hair. He was never happy. Every time I go and get a haircut to someone else, he'd always like sit me down and said, okay, I'll bring a chair and we're going to fix this. And he really loved to play backgammon. He was probably the most anal grocery shopper I've ever known. So if he saw this apple, right, he wouldn't just pick it up and put it in his bag. He'd look at it, he'd smell it, a lot of times he'd do this, like not just for apples, by the way. I'm not sure why, but he always wanted to make sure he picked the best stuff, which meant that shopping with him was extensively long, but we always knew we'd get the best stuff, the best tasting fruit and veg at home. Another fun fact about my grandpa is that he had the habit of like talking about his entire medical history when he was like in social gatherings. So there's plenty of family videotapes where, you know, it'll be the kids playing, us playing as like toddlers, and then you'll have my grandpa in the corner, like in the little congregation, narrating his entire sort of medical history, and it was quite extensive. But I guess at the time people might have found it a little bit annoying, but it is kind of cute looking back to it now. So when I was a baby, me and my grandpa, we had this game. So he'd pick me up and he would have the light turned on, and then he would ask me to blow at the light. I actually mentioned that in the song, as if like, you know, you blow on a birthday cake or on a candle, and he'd flick off the switch when I wouldn't see. And I thought that was like the most amazing thing ever. And funnily enough, the first time he traveled abroad when I was really young, he was away for a couple of months visiting my cousins. When he came back, I wouldn't recognize him, so I wouldn't go in his arms. So he kind of picked me up and he pointed at the light, and then I kind of, something ticked on in my little baby brain, and we did the exact same thing. And then all of a sudden, like, I started laughing and it all came back. Hopefully you've picked up a few things about my grandfather and you feel like you know him a little bit. I really hope that you enjoy the song. It's certainly one of my most sort of personal pieces. It means a lot to me, so I hope it means something to you too when you listen to it.
Oh, stay just for a little while longer. Take me in your arms and point your finger to the light. Sing me a song, tell me a story about all the things you did when you were young, untouchable and beautiful and kind. Running on the sand, chasing all the pretty girls, losing track of time. Our voices dress the night with stories of old about this place, our home. But you don't make a sound, you're standing still, half asleep, your pillow on the ground, and know that